Hello? Hi. Hello? Hi.
Hey, I am Ryder. I respond to the world, fast, sharp, and aware. With youthful energy, I move. With innovation, I act. With power, I deliver. I'm the spirit of Poco, awakened, unleashed, and a little bit impatient with slow tech. Angus, are you ready? It's time.
Hello, welcome to Poco's summer launch event. We're so excited to be back, and we can't wait to get started. My name is Angus. I'm the head of product marketing at Poco Global. Now, 2025 has been a huge year for us. This is the year where we made a massive leap forward by introducing our most premium smartphone so far, the F7 Ultra, which was launched earlier this year in Singapore. With that being said, we pushed ourselves harder than ever before, not just to deliver great performance, but to craft something that could truly hold its own in the smartphone industry. The community noticed, the tech reviewers noticed, and most importantly, our users noticed. Now, here are some of the top reviewers out there who had amazing things to say about the F7 Ultra. From Forbes, the F7 Ultra is an excellent combination of big and bright screen, powerful performance, versatile cameras, and all-day usage. CNET said our Ultra phone is a solid phone for its price point, packing notable processing power, whether it's the performance, the camera quality, or how premium it felt in the hand. People were impressed. But for us, it's always great to see what we built gets recognized. But what makes it even more special is our users. They talk to us, they give us feedback, share their tips, to shape how we improve generations after generations. We've grown together so much, and yes, our users want more power, better design, more refined experience. Now, you can see this throughout the history of our F-Series. Since day one, the F-Series has been all about one thing: delivering serious performance for our users who truly care about what's under the hood. From the very first model, the Poco F1, we knew our users weren't just looking for a good phone. They want something bold, fast, and reliable, without having to pay crazy flagship prices. And over the years, F-Series has really become the key point of the Poco's DNA: powerful, fearless, and performance-driven. Now, some of you may have already noticed, we've launched the Pro and the Ultra for the F7 series. But where's F7? Well, today, here it comes. Say hello to the brand new Poco F7. Now, this is a product that stays true to the spirit of the F-based model. It's all about performance, power, style, and everyday usage without cutting corners on the things that actually matters. Now, with this generation, we're taking that idea even further. F7 delivers a flagship experience, but with even better value. And we're doing that across 5 major areas, from performance to display, design, camera, and more. But before we break it all down, I'd like to introduce someone new on stage today, who's going to walk you through all the details of the brand new Poco F7. Kong, it's your turn now.
Hello everyone, I'm Kang. I'll be walking you through all the cool new details that we packed in the latest product, our Poco F7. Usually, talking about performance is like a safe net, because Poco F series is all about showing performance to our users. So ever since Poco F1, we've always started by talking about how good the performance is. But this time, we're switching up a little bit by talking about something bold first. Our exciting, super cool cyber design. With Poco F7, we want users to remember both the power that you can see and a standout design that's instantly recognizable. Something that looks just as cool as the tech inside. So this is what I'm talking about. What I'm holding right now is our Cyber Silver Edition. Some of you might have already seen what it looks like. So now, let me tell you why we designed it this way. I'll start with the camera decal. These 2 lines right here are what we call the neon flare decal. They're engineered to catch light like a blaze glint. I know it sounds a bit abstract, but once you actually get the phone in your hands, especially under the right lighting, you see exactly what we mean. It gives the whole back design a unique vibe that's hard to miss. If you zoom out a little bit, you notice the entire back is about laser precision geometrics. It gives out a futuristic sense no matter however you handle it. And now, I'll stop gushing about the design for a moment, because I know most of us just end up using phone cases. And that's fair, to be honest, because we actually have one in the box. But still, the kind of has a whole design that we put so much thought into. So this time, we want to challenge that. And that is why Poco F7 comes with a premium flagship glass bag. It means you can now say goodbye to the dry plastic feel that you want to hide away, and say hello to this premium feel, which is solid and sturdy. And that's not all. To make Poco F7 feel even more sturdy and flagship-worthy, we brought in aluminum middle frame. And what it brings is not just a premium look. This metal frame adds real strength to make sure that your phone's as durable as ever. So that's enough about the back design. Let's see the front. A screen that's massive enough to keep you focused on what you're reading or watching. So first, Poco F7 comes with a 1.9mm bezel, just like our Poco 7 Ultra. And the screen size? An amazing 6.83 inches, the biggest display on Poco F series. So bigger screen means more immersive entertainment, and for gaming, it means a bigger view to spot your enemies. And of course, our design isn't just about looks. It's built up too. With IP68 rating for dust and water resistance, your phone stays safe even underwater for 30 minutes. So apart from the cyber silver, we got 2 more colors for you if you want to keep it simple. White with a premium matte finish, and the classic black. That's a timeless choice that you would never go wrong with. And here's a full lineup, 3 stunning styles for you to choose from. So now that we've talked about looks, it's time to see what's under the hood, the performance, which I know is what you seriously care about. So when it comes to performance on Poco F-based models, it's always about one thing, the speed. What we're talking about here is a speedy, fluid experience we're known for. And today, I'm going to walk you through it, both hardware and software, from amazing SoC to a super capable battery and charging setup to the software tuning that makes everything from gaming to daily use even better. So Poco has a long history of collaboration with Snapdragon. For the past 7 years, we've worked really closely to bring powerful chipset to every generation of our devices. And this year has been no different. We've launched Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 and 8 Elite on our F7 Pro and Ultra. And for Poco F7, it is powered by the brand new Snapdragon 8S Gen 4. This is a cutting-edge platform with a prime performance CPU design. And also, this is that kind of chipset that inherits flagship features and capabilities as a most premium Ultra model. To tell you more about this amazing collaboration, here's a special message from Dino Flore, VP of Technology at Qualcomm Europe.
Hello everyone, my name is Dino Flore, VP of Technologies at Qualcomm Technologies Incorporated. Today we are delighted to celebrate the collaboration between Qualcomm and Poco, united in our mission to bring powerful and enriching mobile experiences to our users. I'm honored to take part in the announcement of the Poco's latest achievement, the Poco F7, powered by our brand new Snapdragon 8S Gen 4 mobile platform. This processor is key to unlocking extraordinary mobile experiences. It provides a selection of premium features from the beloved Snapdragon 8 series, fueling the Poco F7 with flagship-level performance. Our prime performance CPU is the driving force behind this, providing incredible peak speeds and outstanding efficiencies for seamless gaming, streaming, browsing, and everything in between. For truly legendary gaming, Snapdragon 8S Gen 4 optimizes graphics performance by up to an astounding 49% compared to its predecessor. This enables the Poco F7 to handle ultra-smooth, high-performance gaming sessions while maintaining long-lasting battery life. On the Poco F7's stunning displays, every gaming scene will burst with clarity and vibrancy, leaving gamers everywhere in awe. And thanks to the Snapdragon 8S Gen 4, users can capture breathtaking photos and videos using a sophisticated camera system packed with industry-leading features while using advanced AI capabilities that fuel all-day creativity. I'm incredibly excited for users to experience the power of the Poco F7, backed by the Snapdragon 8S Gen 4. So a big congratulations to the entire Poco team. We look forward to our continued collaboration and are thrilled about the boundless possibilities the Poco F7 will bring.
So compared to the last generation, this chipset again brings huge performance boost in AI, CPU, and GPU. So what does that mean? It means faster app launches, smoother gameplay, and smarter AI features. Everything just feels quicker and better. And in terms of Poco's performance tuning, here's the resulting number. For the very first time on the Poco-based model, we've hit a benchmark score of over 2 million. And that is nearly massive 40% improvement over the previous generation. And what does it mean for you? It means you can now go all in when it comes to mobile gaming, with no lag, no compromise. Let's now move on to something that I personally care about a lot, the battery and charging. Because we know that the speed isn't just about your chipset. It's also about how long you can keep going and how fast you can bounce back. Here's something that is real, the battery anxiety. I've seen it across Reddit, our users' feedback, and other social media platforms. Battery life is still one of the biggest pain points for smartphone users. Some people think about buying a new phone. Battery is still among their top concerns. At the same time, we know that the more brands are making the batteries bigger and bigger. But as you can see the numbers here, they are not big enough. Of course, at Poco, we don't just do what everyone else is doing. We ask ourselves, how can Poco do more? So today, we're trying to set a new standard for power. So Poco F7 comes with the biggest battery that you can find on Poco, a massive 6,500 milliamp hour. And how big is that really? We've actually got some numbers here to show. F7 can keep going for 20 hours, and that is almost the whole day. But like we said, big battery isn't just enough. What matters next is, how fast can you bounce back? So Poco F7 keeps a 90-watt hypercharge, which gets you back to 80% within just 30 minutes. And that's the speed that we're talking about. But in real life, some of you might carry more than just one phone. So what if your other devices are dying? This is why we're also bringing the industry-leading reverse charging experience to all of you. A super fast 22.5-watt charging. To make that number mean something? Now let's say that your friend is carrying an iPhone 16 and is about to shut down halfway on your trip like it always does. With Poco F7, you can charge the iPhone up to 47% in 30 minutes and still have 70% battery life on your phone. So now you're the hero, your battery is still good. And this reverse charging also works great for earbuds and smartwatches too. So that's a powerful battery and charging setup. With Poco's biggest battery, a massive 6,500 milliamp hour battery, a leading 90-watt hypercharge, plus a super fast reverse charge experience. And one last thing for the hardware. Let's not forget that Poco F7 also has the largest ever ice loop this time, to make sure all the powerful hardware stays cool even during intense gaming, long charging sessions, or heavy multitasking. So we've talked about hardware, the chipset, battery, and cooling. Now let's see what the software brings to the party. Especially when it comes to gaming, here's one feature you already know. Our old friend, Wild Boost Optimization 4.0. We've already talked about it a lot on the Pro and Ultra early this year. And for Poco F7, we're not holding back when it comes to perfecting your gaming experience. First, we've optimized every bit of visual experience. So RPG games look absolutely stunning at a smooth 1.5K super resolution. And technically speaking, it means no blur, no jagged edges, crisper textures, and richer details. And if you've ever been in the middle of a game and things are getting a bit lagging, we've all been there. That is why we cranked up the frame rate to 120 FPS. That is actually the kind of number that is now the gold standard. And that is why we have to bring it to a base model for F-Series too. And of course, while boost optimization isn't just about raw numbers. First, it gives you instant game control, meaning your touch response is faster, so every tap or swipe registers exactly where you need it to. And second, it brings dynamic audio tuning, so the game sounds sharper, which helps you hear where enemies are coming from in real time. So far, we've shown you the powerful chipset, massive battery, and deep performance tuning. But in the gaming world, it obviously doesn't just stop here. So what we did, we tuned for way longer experience when it comes to first-person shooters, for those who want solid stability during the long grind. So picture this, 5 hours of non-stop PUBG at a smooth 89 FPS. It means no sudden drops, just you and your squad enjoying your game. Now, if you think F6 is solid, wait till you try F7. It takes your games up to a new level. It is smoother, more reliable, and more fun. So here's a comparison between the two. Both of the phones can run stable, near maximum frame rate. But we have to say, the Poco F7 runs with lower power consumption and cooler temperature. So the phone stays cool, and so do your hands. So that's a heartbeat of Poco F7. Absolute insane performance, long-lasting battery life, and software tuned for gamers who never stop. Let's roll into the next chapter. Let's talk about what all that performance actually means for you in your day-to-day use. From dawn to dusk, Poco F7 isn't just a gaming beast. We want phones to make our life easier. So let's check it out. First things first, display. We just talked about how crystal clear games look. But let's be real, without a great display, even the best visuals get lost. And that is why we're not cutting corners, but bringing you a flagship display that feels just right in your hand. Introducing 1.5K 120Hz AMOLED display. And here's more. Poco F7's display has 3200 nits peak brightness, covering 25% screen area. And that actually makes a big difference when you're out there under sunlight. So whether you're watching a video, reading something, or playing games, you won't be struggling to see what's on your phone. Second, the eye care. Nowadays, we just spend too much time on our phones, and there's no judgment for that. But that is why Poco F7 comes with 2 brilliant certifications to help reduce eye strain. And last, something that is practical. It also works with wet hands. Sometimes life gets messy, and so are your hands. And that is why Poco F7 has the upgraded wet touch technology, which means you can still use it for emergencies where hands are a bit wet or greasy. Next, the camera. So we know that the camera isn't like the biggest battleground for us, but that doesn't mean that we let it slide. Poco F7 has a camera setup that just hits the sweet spot. It is reliable, it's smart, and has exactly what you need. So it has a 50MP main camera with OIS, with Sony IMX AA2 sensor, plus an 8MP ultra-wide camera. In terms of the software, it is powered by Poco AISP. So here's a sample shot from a main camera. Thanks to the Sony sensor, it captures plenty of light when you take the photo, which makes sure that the photo you took looks just fine, even when the lighting is complex. And no matter it's a dramatic landscape or a spacious interior, This ultra-wide camera makes it easier to capture more. And also, a new phone has dynamic shot, a perfect function to capture spontaneous moments. But you know, that photography isn't just about megapixels. It's about getting the shot whenever and wherever. And that's where Poco ASP steps in, to make your photos look sharp, clear, and full of life. With support of 2 portrait modes, you can take detailed layered portraits, whether it's a close-up or from a distance. In addition, Poco F7 has maintained some features, the real light spot, for example, and motion capture for another. The former makes your photo get a dreamy background when things get flashy, and the latter keeps the photos sharp enough even when the subject is moving. So now, if you're still not very happy with the photo that you took, it won't be a huge problem. Because Poco F7's AI tools are here to help after you press the shutter. As we like to say, we fix, we don't judge. So alongside the creative tools you see here, we're also introducing 2 cool tricks that I'm sure are very practical for you to use. So if your lighting or weather isn't good enough, our AI Beautify can enhance the overall atmosphere of your image, making colors pop and details stand out. It's like a vibe check, but automatic. And then there's one camera feature I personally really like, this one right here. It removes window reflections from your photos like super simple. And we actually tried this a bunch of times internally, and the results are always good. So before we wrap it up, let's fix up one last headache. You remember the iPhone that you powered for a friend, but now you're struggling to send them a photo? With Poco F7 running Xiaomi HyperOS 2, that's no longer a problem. Because what you get is a fully upgraded Connect experience powered by Xiaomi HyperConnect. Now sharing just works. To send files or photos, not just to iPhones, but iPads, iMacs, basically everything in the Apple ecosystem. And it's more than just sharing. Your phone can link to Windows too, so you can control your phone directly from a laptop screen. Just tap, scroll, drag. It all works like one single device. So that's everything you need to know about Poco F7. It's our first F-based model to break the 2 million mark and enter to mark. Incredible performance. The rare-to-find battery and charging, a camera system built for your needs, and don't forget the stunning Cyber Silver Edition we showed you at the very beginning. So that's all for me. Now, let's bring Angus back to tell you more about the price. But before that, I want to wrap up with a video for a final look at what Poco F7 brings to the table.
All right, that's everything we want to share about the Poco F7. Now it's time for the moment you've been all waiting for, the price. Before we review the price, let's put the F7 side by side with the S24 FE. Now we managed to dominate with advanced chipset, superb gaming performance, a bigger screen, and a battery combination. Now the question is, will we be able to dominate in the price section as well? Now the S24 FE comes in a price of nearly $650. The F7 starts at just $399 for the base variant, $449 for the high variant, bringing you guys insane value. And as always, if you act fast, our early bird offer will be only at $339. a total of $60 off, and our high variant will be coming down to $399. With the same price as last generation, our upgrades are real. The F7, you get a much more powerful chipset, a smarter software tuning for smoother gameplay, a bigger display, and a battery that goes the extra mile. We always aim to bring a better experience, making that leap every year, and F7 did just that. Of course, we want to bring the best benefits and experience for our customers even years after your purchase. So just like the F7 Pro and Ultra, our F7 will also get 4 generations of Android OS upgrades and 6 years of security patches, ensuring your phone stays fresh, fast, and secure for longer years to come. Now the F7 will be available throughout a variety of channel partners starting from today. So make sure to check out your local social media channels for more information. So this wraps up the full F7 family. This is the first time ever where F-Series had features a number model, a Pro, and Ultra. From the true flagship F7 Ultra to the gaming-tuned F7 Pro and the all-around flagship killer F7, each one built with a clear purpose. So feel free to pick the one that fits your vibe and go win your day. As always, a massive thank you to everyone for being a part of this incredible launch event with us. Have a good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Bye-bye.
I am Ryder. I respond to the world, fast, sharp, and aware. With youthful energy, I move. With innovation, I act. With power, I deliver. I'm the spirit of Poco, awakened, unleashed, and a little bit impatient with slow tech.
Hello, welcome to Poco's summer launch event. My name is Angus. Now 2025 has been a huge year for us by introducing our most premium smartphone so far, the F7 Ultra, which was launched earlier this year in Singapore. Now some of you may have already noticed, we've launched the Pro and the Ultra for the F7 series, but where's F7? Well, today, here it comes. Say hello to the brand new Poco F7. I'd like to introduce someone new on stage today, who's going to walk you through all the details of the brand new Poco F7.
Hello everyone, I'm Kang. We're switching up a little bit by talking about something bold first. What I'm holding right now is a Cyber Silver Edition. I'll start with the camera decal. These 2 lines right here are what we call the neon flare decal. They're engineered to catch light like a blaze glint. If you zoom out a little bit, you notice the entire back is about laser precision geometrics. Poco F7 comes with a premium flagship glass back. It means you can now say goodbye to the dry plastic feel that you want to hide away. And that's not all. To make Poco F7 feel even more sturdy and flagship-worthy, we brought in aluminum middle frame. Let's see the front. Poco F7 comes with a 1.9mm bezel, just like our Poco 7 Ultra. And the screen size? An amazing 6.83 inches. the biggest display on Poco F series. And of course, our design isn't just about looks. It's built up too. With IP68 rating for dust and water resistance, your phone stays safe even underwater for 30 minutes. So apart from the Cyber Silver, we got 2 more colors for you, white and the classic black. So now that we've talked about looks, it's time to see what's under the hood, the performance. And today, I'm going to walk you through it, both hardware and software. And for Poco F7, it is powered by the brand new Snapdragon 8S Gen 4. For the very first time on the Poco base model, we've hit a benchmark score of over 2 million.